Welcome to the Brothers Truck Parts Workshop.
All right, the next item we've got here in the Brothers Truck Parts Workshop is rebuilding a vent window. Now look at the sheriff's truck here. It's in pretty good shape, but these rubbers are starting to get a little old, a little hard. I'm gonna have to rebuild those. Now you can buy a complete assembly, you bolt it in, it's all ready to go, and you're all done. But they're pretty expensive, and if you want to keep all your classic stuff, you can rebuild this yourself, right?
Absolutely, and it's a quarter of the price or maybe even less.
Okay, so first move is we open the window. It's hard to see, but there's a little split pin or a roll pin right down there. We're going to take the little pin punch or the drift and push that out. Here.
I'll hold it and you tap it out.
Should be pretty much out.
All right, so once you got that off, it's going to take a wrench to remove the chrome bits from the glass itself. Don't go banging on it with a hammer. This thing's screwed on, so you don't want to bang on it with a hammer. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the actual glass out of the vent frame.
Okay, we're going to try to drill this rivet out. Realized we couldn't get on it straight enough with the drill not to mark up these two brackets. So we just ground the bottom of it off, drove it out with a little pin punch, and then we took off this, it slides out. Now you've got your glass in your hand and the glass frame. We don't need this right now, right?
Not right now. Okay. Now typically what you would do is you'd go put some masking tape on that, shoot a nice fresh coat of paint on there.
On the frame.
On the frame. So like Sam mentioned earlier, this came out of Bojangles and we're not putting it back in. So we're not gonna get overly technical about cleaning this thing up.
Sure.
All right, now we're just gonna take our glass channel out. That's this channel back here. And I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks into pieces as we yank it out because it's 100 years old. Yep. Not bad at all. And then that exposes some rivets back here in the back part of the channel. Those are gonna allow you to remove this vertical piece of rubber here.
And we need to do this one and this one, this one and this one. Take the heads off it, you should be able to drive them out. Ready to go? Enough?
Yep.
And you can see those came right out once you drill them a little bit. And out comes this little piece right here, which is, look at that crack.
Yeah, that's hard and crusty. That's years and years of weathering.
You can see how nice and pliable this is, and this is not.
Right. And so you can see the new piece actually has reliefs in it for your rivets, so when you put those back in, you'll know exactly where to put them through.
Right.
Our next move is to come in here and take the frame apart by removing the couple of rivets that hold the frame together down here at the bottom. I've gotten my rubber out. I'm about to put my new rubber in. Look, make it easy on yourself. Get a soapy water solution or some glass cleaner, maybe even a little silicone detailing spray. Just give this thing a little squirt because it's got a wedge right down in this channel right here, and it's just going to be a lot easier if you got some sort of lubricant on the rubber before you start. And then we're going to rivet the frame together before we rivet that piece of rubber onto it.
Okay. So what we need here is a bag of rivets. And just like an aircraft rivet, this is blind. Going to put it in there. We're going to strike this side.
And we're going to get it all the way down. And then make sure your pivot goes below that pivot.
You got a little bit more.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to put this washer back on here along with our phenolic buffer. Get my spring on there.
Looking good.
I'll put this and the nut back on just to kind of hold it in place. Our last thing to do is to take this pivot rivet, which is slightly different than the rest of the rivets. It's got a little shoulder on it. Stick that in.
I'm glad you were here. There you go.
All right, that can be a little tricky with the glass there, but take your time. And then I'm going to put a little tension on this so that the vent doesn't just flop open and close too easily. That's what this spring is for. I'll fold my tabs over.
I cleaned this up and painted it. I didn't do anything to the glass or the frame. I just took it to the sink and washed it with soap and water, a little brush. Made it look a whole bunch different.
We're going to stick a vent window handle on that. We will be finished.